Okay, first of all, I appreciate Brosewai for the privilege, and I also want to appreciate you, sir, for granting audience to young people on this platform. Most importantly, it would have been three questions, but because of time, let me just keep it to one, maybe 1.5, if you allow me. First, just in case I don't have a chance. No, no. So I don't waste. So I can get the chance next time from Brosewai. Okay, let me do two if I have Brosewai's permission. First, it would have been okay, let me say this. Since 1999, when I started witnessing democracy, a little bit younger then, I'm just 34 now. I started seeing people come and campaign. It comes with a very interesting wind of hope. You just look like Nigeria is about to change. Vroom, the person will win. We will now be looking for the hope. We will not see it. It just keeps going and going. In fact, there's a particular one that I don't want to be too specific. The country felt like this was it. Everybody was, if you don't vote for that person, you become, everybody was really going that way. It will come again. Vroom. The person will come on seat and we'll be looking for the hope and the success we're all waiting for. So I want to ask a quick question. This is that same wind of hope blowing, and everyone is believing in it. Two things are. First is, what's different about this particular wind of hope? What's different? What's on the package that is different? That will not look like the other one that sincerely broke my heart without being too specific. What is different about it? That's my first question. I don't know if it's okay that you get this one first. If I have another chance, I will get to the second.
Yeah, General, let me tell you. I agree with you. But there's a few things I'll tell you. People don't change when they get to power. People don't change because they see money. When people get to office or they're in power, they actually bring out their true character. So don't think that anybody go to the office and change. No. You know a measure of a man when he has power or money. He doesn't have money, he can be the most honest man. He doesn't have power, he could be the most humble person. But when you give him small power, if you come back, you'll be wondering whether it's this man that has been condemning those who are in power that is behaving like this.
Yes.
I have served a state. And for the day I served them to yesterday, I was coming back in Lagos. At the airport, I was coming back with a lady, Aisha Yusuf, and Nana Kaza. A lady I work with in a bank, Onome, who is the 49th ICANN president, called the two of them aside and said, "You work with this man?" They said, "Yes." Can I ask any of them? Said, "Go and work hard that this man is elected." I was the chief risk officer in Fidelity when we made this man chairman. This was as far back as, I'm talking in 2002, 2003. When we made this man chairman of the bank, and we wrote him a letter saying he's entitled to a Mercedes 500 and a Range Rover. I still have the letter. And he replied us and said, "No." And we wrote him and said, "You are the only bank chairman that is not living in the island, because I live in First Park. And every other person lives in Victoria Island or Ikoyi." And he replied us and said, "If you let us just fix the time of the meeting, if we don't see him there, then we know that wherever he's living is affecting him." I come to a meeting before even those who live in Victoria Island. If meeting is by 8, I come there, times we stay till 1 a.m. in the night, I go. The next day I'm there before those who live in Ikoyi. In fact, we have somebody who lives on the street of the bank. He has never come there before me. So, office doesn't change people. Neither do money change people. They bring out their true character. That's one. I have served as the governor of Anambra State. Whatever I promised, I said I would do before I entered into office, I did it. I started saying you who have office of first lady is illegal. I will return school. I will deal with the issue of health. I will deal with the issue of this. I deal with the. I can tell you, all of them were fulfilled. Even gone beyond my promise. I didn't promise that I was going to save their money, but I cleared as at the day that I left. I handed over. I, General, cleared all the outstanding gratuity and pension of over 35 billion that was accumulated before I came into office. I was not owing a single gratuity. The day I left, I was not owing anybody pension. I was not owing any salary. I was not owing any contractor or supplier who have done their job. And I've said it, if any of them comes out today and say, I was being owed by P2B for stop campaigning, I stand CFO at least over 5,000 minimum land allocated by Anambra State government to people. If you find one land allocated to me directly or indirectly, I'll stop campaigning. I went and bought my own land to build my own house because I was the custodian of the land. That's why the fact that I was number one in MDG, the only measure of development. This is not a mark given to me by Nigeria. So they say it was United Nations. If you go and see, commend P2B in his seriousness, like it's being showed now. For MDG, I was number one. Yet the day I left office, without anybody putting gun in my head, I had $150 million, not naira, in bank for Anambra State. There were 50 million in 3 banks: Fidelity, Access, and Diamond. I have over 30 billion naira without anybody putting gun in my head. For in the same 3 banks, about 10 billion for the Fidelity Bank, for Anambra State, and I have an investment equivalent of 25 billion for the state. Nobody asked me. It was things that I did myself. I wasn't under any pressure. I didn't borrow any, I didn't go to any bank. In fact, the chairman of DMO, the DG of DMO while I was governor, Abraham Nwankwo, in send-off party, made me the chairman of the send-off party. He said the reason why he invited me and made me the chairman of that party, he announced it there, was because I was the only governor in his 10 years of being in DMO that never came to his office to ask that he wants to borrow money. That every other person came. I was the only person. Nobody asked me to. I'm not saying I'm going to change Nigeria overnight. No. The problems are enormous. What I'm saying is that
it's even impossible to change Nigeria overnight.
Where we are now is very simple. We're on the wrong road. If you don't know where you're going, every road will lead you there. So what we're doing now, we'll get up in the morning, turn right, go right, turn left. What I want to do is to put it on the right road to development. While I might not achieve 100% the result, Nigerians will see 100% effort. And I'll communicate it. I'll be able to go like this and be able to tell Nigerians, this is what we have achieved. That's what we did in Anambra State. I was talking to the people of Anambra once every month to be able to say, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing, this is what we intend to do, so that they can see where we're going. If people are comfortable, what makes the government is that if people know that we're in the right direction, you drive up hope. And once there's hope, people have faith in the country. We go to church today believing we will go to heaven. None of us have seen anybody who went to heaven. But we have hope. And that hope is what is having our faith to believe in God. But if you come out tomorrow and they say there's no heaven, then there's no place to go. So everybody says, take to Israel. Anything you like, you do. Because there's no true hope. I want to give Nigerians hope so they can have faith in their country.